Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to show you how to set up a TikTok business profile. So if you're starting off on TikTok, you want to move your business to TikTok and just kind of capitalize on that new growth potential there, then this is something that you definitely want to know. So in this video, I'll show you not only how to set up a TikTok business profile, but also what the analytics look like, how you should look at them, and what you can expect to learn from them when you're trying to optimize your growth on this new platform. So starting off with why you would even want to use TikTok for your business. I actually made a separate video on that, but to really summarize, TikTok is growing at unbelievable rates. It's growing faster than any other social media this year, and it has over 500 million users right now. And so that's obviously going to expand a lot more in the next 2020, 2021, the next couple years. There's a lot of growth, and there are not a lot of creators on there, which means that there's a lot of potential to capture a giant audience with very little effort compared to Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, where they're already a little bit more saturated. This right here is very unsaturated, and it's a great time to get into TikTok now. So if you have a business, personal brand, if you're like Walmart, it doesn't matter what it is, this is how you're going to set up your business profile. So starting off, when you download the app, you'll open it up. Right away, it asks what your interests are. It doesn't matter. Probably choose something relevant to whatever you're doing for your business, just so you can see what other people out there are doing. So if I'm making something that is about the outdoors, let's just say the only thing I'm interested in is outdoors. I don't know. Let's just say that. So then we're going to go next, and it just kind of shows you how to use the app. And we're going to not allow TikTok notifications. And yes. There we go. Okay, so then once you get into the app, if you go over to me on the bottom right, it actually makes you sign up. So interestingly enough, TikTok, unlike Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, you can use TikTok and watch a lot of the videos without actually having an account, which is really interesting. But if you want to start doing some stuff on there, uploading your own stuff, you definitely have to create your own account. And obviously, that's the purpose of this video. You definitely want to have an account. So for this one right here, we are going to use phone or email. So starting off, it asks your birthday. So it kind of is more personalized. TikTok is usually it starts as a personal account. You can then turn it into a business account. So right now, I'm just going to set up this personal account. Okay, so once you complete that, it brings you to this page right here, and what you want to do, it's really prompting you at the bottom and just asking you to create a new TikTok video. So we're not going to do that yet. Instead, obviously what you want to do, first you're going to add your profile picture right there by tapping on the face right at the top, and then you can go and edit your profile. And so obviously they want you to change your photo or change your video. So let's just allow that right now and use some random video. I don't even know, whatever this is right here. I guess it's like a top spinning, whatever. So now we have a profile video. You can have a profile photo, video, whatever. You can change your username, you can change your actual name, you can change your bio, you can link Instagram, and you can link YouTube. Those are two big ones right there. If you have an Instagram, which you probably should, link that up right there, because that's one of the few ways you can actually link out of TikTok in any way at all. So you can't really be embedding links in here yet. That's something that is rolling out eventually. But for now, you want to be able to shift people over to different platforms, just because TikTok is new and it is pretty volatile. It could go down, and, like Vine, if it goes down, suddenly people that didn't convert to Instagram and, kind of push their followers in other platforms, they were kind of screwed. So you want to make sure that whenever you're working with a platform on social media, you're pushing people to other platforms as well. Okay, so once we have all of that set up, so you have your profile video, you have your profile photo, you have your username, you have your name, you have your links there for Instagram and for YouTube. The next thing you want to do is actually go up to the top in the right, the three dots right there, and it brings you up the whole menu right here, all the settings and everything. Go to manage my account. So the first option right there, manage my account. And from there, you can go down to switch to pro account at the very bottom. Now, this is the way that you're going to be switching to the pro account, is what they call it. Essentially, TikTok business account is what I would really refer it to. It's kind of synonymous to the Instagram business account or Instagram creator account. Pretty similar right here for TikTok pro account. So when it's a free account you can do, of course, and you get tools that track your performance, aka analytics. So we're going to continue with this. They'll show you the analytics, and you can choose whatever your category is, of course, just like you could over on Instagram. So we're just going to say public figure. For some reason, everyone always says public figure. I don't know why. I wouldn't call some Instagram model a public figure, but regardless, that's what everyone uses. For this example, we're just going to put that on there. So once you have your pro account, it'll look something like this. You'll see that it really isn't that different, but you do now have access to your analytics. So if you go to the three dots on the top right there, you'll see this page right here. Go to analytics, so the fifth option down, and the analytics are very similar to Instagram, which is nice because it does minimize or at least shrink the learning curve here. So because it's so similar, you really don't have to learn that much new stuff. So looking at the first one, video views, you can look at 28 days or at 7 days, and you'll see right here, I post very inconsistently. So looking at, if you post regularly, so 1 a day, 2 a day, 3 a day, whatever it might be, you should see some patterns between different days. And so you can say, every time I upload on a Saturday, it does better than a Tuesday. So maybe you want to start uploading more on Saturdays because that's when your audience is most active on TikTok, right? So it's a great way to really figure out, when the best time to upload would be. And then down here, you'll see what your followers are. So they show you when it goes up and down. Maybe you could correlate this to the views from above. Maybe you can correlate this to the videos that you uploaded and then dive in and figure out what type of video that was and really figure out from that, what did you do differently in that video that made more people follow you on TikTok? Then we have profile views. So maybe if you had one post that encouraged people to go and check out your profile, you could see that down here. And again, it is really nice how all the dates line up with these graphs. You'll see that as long as you're in the same, so 7 days for each of them, you'll see that you can go straight down the line and you'll see like the 28th, the 28th, the 28th. And so you can correlate between graphs. Even though it's not overlaid, it is still very possible to look at this and correlate and say like, oh, if I posted that day, I got a lot of views, posted that day, then I got a lot of follows the next day, and you can see a lot of that. Now, going across the top, you'll see that you do have content right there. Content breaks down a little bit more based on the post. They'll show you, which ones were successful, which ones were not successful, and how many views they got in the last 7 days. And so if we just click on one of those, it'll open it up. It'll open it up. Here we go. And again, a lot like Instagram, I keep saying that, guys, they show you even more stuff about it. So a lot of people saw it, they show you the traffic source. I think that's really interesting there because it kind of breaks down if people saw it from the For You page, which is kind of like the browse page for most people, or if it's from your personal profile. So if people went to your profile and then found it, that's how you gain views there. And above, they'll show you how many total views you have, the average watch time, which 5 seconds is really funny. On YouTube, I'm used to like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Here, 5-second watch time, like it's just so different, right? So out of the total playtime of 29 minutes, it's an 8.96 second video. People watch for 5 seconds on average. And one thing I'm not actually sure about is if somebody watches the same video and it kind of loops through, I don't know if that counts as multiple views and full view duration for each of them, or if it's one view and like 16 seconds or something, right? So I'm not entirely positive on that one. I'm not sure how they do that. But it also shows you the reached audience based on the territories. For me, it's almost entirely in the United States. And so that's basically all you're going to be looking at for the individual posts. You can go down there, again, see all of your posts right there for the last 7 days, and then of course they prompt you again to create a new post. Then as we go over, you can see your followers, and they break down kind of the demographics of who's following you, so like where they're from and like what gender or sex they are, and then how many followers you have in general. So again, it's not super in-depth. It's not anywhere near what you see in the analytics from YouTube, but it is definitely enough to get you going and figuring out when you should post, who likes your content, who's following based on which posts, and which ones have the best call to action to really get people to follow you. So if you tell them to follow you, or if it's just a really good video and they like it so much that they follow you, you got to figure out what you did there. So that's how I look at analytics. I hope this helped you. Again, like I said, it's very simple to set up a TikTok business profile. It's really not that complicated, but it is definitely something that you should remember to do if you are starting off on TikTok and you want to make any kind of money or expect to grow as a creator. So guys, that's what I have to show you in this video. Comment down below what your thoughts are on TikTok. I want to hear from you guys. Do you have one account? Is it successful? Is it not successful? What kind of stuff do you post? Do you think TikTok is going to be big in the future or not? Let me know, guys. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.